Hey guys, it's Sizzy on here, aka Sizzle Supastar. Right here, I just want to talk about my new Sega Genesis that I just bought the other day, and I just want to talk about the certain things that I really like about it. So right here, we got the disc tray. It's kind of standard in the Sega Genesis. You got disc tray, it's where you put your cartridges at. Right here. That's the power button. In here, put your floppy disk in there, yeah. It's real floppy. Even this little thing right here, it's kind of floppy, it don't work anymore, so. Now back in the back here, you can see we got a bunch of useless stuff. This HDMI thing, you never probably use that. You'll probably just use composite cables for the Sega Genesis. So, while I could be putting it out in HDMI, I'm not going to, And right here, we got this. This connects to a satellite. It goes on top of the roof. And that allows me to talk to aliens through my Sega Genesis. And here's where we get to the add-ons. Now, Sega Genesis, as we know, had a lot of add-ons. So, first of all, here is the first add-on. It's called Sega Wi-Fi. This allows us to connect the Sega Net and put up Sonic memes and a lot of furry porn. That's where we watch our furry porn at, through Sega Net right here. And that's all cool and everything. But over here, here's where it gets kind of weird, because I guess the Sega Genesis, they didn't think it needed sound. So you have to plug up, this speaker right here so you could hear the sound from the Sega Genesis. Now, I don't know why they didn't think about that, like, in post-production, but, that was a weird oversight. Over here, we got the space, Sega Genesis has, looks like 120 gigabytes of space right there. You'll be needing that for the hardcore Sega Genesis games, like Super Mario Brothers and everything. So, there's some great games on here like Samari. If you've never heard of that, it's a great game. Pokemon. So, yeah. You also have a little. There's also a little plug back here that connects over here. And it's like an extra add-on. It's just like a light, so it shines light on the Sega Genesis, so it can look real good. Then you got some games down here. Now the games are real interesting, so I'll kind of put them off to the side because I want to show them off as I go along. So here's my first game over here. This one, Silent Hill 2. Now in this game, you play a guy named Harry, and you go back into time, and you fight the aliens. Now, with the Sega Net, where you can talk to the aliens, that's what you gotta use in this game. So you have to have this Sega Net add-on to play this game. It's kind of crazy that you actually have to have that add-on, and that add-on actually costs measly, $2 million bucks. So no big deal though. I'll forgive you, Sega. No big deal. So yeah, you see this game. That's all cool and stuff. Really interesting. My last little tidbit is about this last game we got over here. It's called, I Don't Like You at All, Big Brother. It's got some stuff in here. It's kind of crazy. And there she's carrying a telescope. We don't want to flip too far for this book, because that's where it gets into the Sega Net stuff. The furry porn and the weird Japanese shit that goes on. Oof 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 oof. So yeah, this is a great game for the Sega Genesis. I Don't Like You at All, Big Brother. I would definitely recommend this one if you're going to be getting a Sega Genesis anytime soon. Also, if you're getting a Dreamcast, there's a sequel to this called I Fucked Your Animal, Big Brother. And that's where you know, basically connect through the Sega net to watch furry porn, and you basically have sex with the animals on there. Here's a real nice shot of that. So yeah, definitely get the sequel to this. Definitely get this one. Sega Genesis, definitely recommend it. You gotta get the add-ons though. Make sure you get Sega net, the speakers, and the lamp, so you can look at it like I'm doing right now. I'll show you a little last tidbit. If you turn off the lamp, it's kind of harder to see your Sega Genesis, you know. So you want to really be able to see it. So you want to get that Sega lamp, turn it on. Alright guys, this has been Sizzy On, and I am out.